Welcome to EA Sports live coverage of this friendly. Today it's Inter Milan against Celtic. Let's head straight for the San Siro. What an atmosphere we have. Always special at this stadium, of course, when we have floodlit matches. Here's your commentary team, Martin Tyler and Alan Smith.
Friendly match for you today. I'm Martin Tyler, Alan Smith with me in the commentary box. Looking forward to describing the action for you. Well, for Inter, not quite the season that they hoped for, and the end of one of the great careers, Alan.
Javier Zanetti, he seemed to go on forever. What a professional, the old warhorse, and they'll certainly miss his influence on the pitch and in the dressing room.
These days, the payment to players is quite a hot topic for the fans who think perhaps that they're getting a bit too much. But maybe for those of us closer to professional football, it's how they're giving it a lot of it up front. Whereas, I guess when you started, the incentive, I remember you telling me about your first contract, you were in the first team, you got almost treble your money.
I think that's the one less encouraging aspect of money coming into the game, in that young players get too much too soon, and as I say, it can take away a little bit of the edge from them. I'd like to see it more performance-based.
Is under the control of Mehmet Yildiraz. This is Inter's lineup. Juan Pablo Carrizo plays in goal. Andrea Ranocchia starts alongside Juan Jesus in the heart of defence. Hernanes plays with Gary Medel in central midfield. In attack, Mauro Icardi joins up front with Rodrigo Palacio. Juan. Johansson. Matthews. Here's the chance. Very good stop here. Corner for Celtic. Going to be a throw here. Adam Matthews. And the shot's on! Celtic have a corner. Now comes the goalkeeper to deal with the corner. Van Dijk. Here's Brown. Matthews. Johansson. Well, that's gone back to him. Armstrong. Nice piece of tackling here. And that's strong defending. Hernanes. Medel. Xherdan Shaqiri. Gary Meda. He stood in for the tackle. Armstrong. John Guidetti. Celtic looking really to click into the attacking side of their game now. Got to be, and they've scored! And the first goal will be such a boost to them.
And the keeper doesn't have to bother diving for that one. Bottom left, what a shot.
Let's have another peek at that goal. Nine is fine for the scorer. A goal in the 9th minute here. Rodrigo Palacio here. Hernanes. Johansson. He's got the ball. And in the middle, he's got some help. Xherdan Shaqiri. He's gone out to the wingman. And now he's looking for some support. He's looking for the cross. That's a proper old-fashioned clearance there from the defender. Hernanes. Gary Meda. Xherdan Shaqiri, supported through the centre. Keeps it going. Club got to be, and they celebrate an equaliser here.
An equaliser from Palacio. What a goal, the crowd are on the feet, first time finish, always a thrilling sight.
And here's the goal again. Again, 1-1 the score. It's Celtic on the attack. Strong tackle here. Gary Meda. That flag is up, it has gone out off the player. Gary Meda. Xherdan Shaqiri. Switzerland have taken into the fold of their football players from backgrounds of other countries who have Swiss connections, and Xherdan Shaqiri is an outstanding example of that policy working well. Takes the shot off. Still in play here. He saw the guy could switch the play to and came up with the pass as well. Excellent. Guari. Hernanes. He read it and cut it out. Armstrong.
And a quick return pass.
Here's the chance. He missed it. Meda. Hernanes. Xherdan Shaqiri. Well, that's widened the game here, and they've got it to the wide man well. And that little deflection has sent the ball over the touchline. Meda. Hernanes. And they play it wide now. Johansson. John Guidetti. Johansson. Celtic given the corner. We don't see much of the sliding tackle these days because we don't play on soggy pitches anymore because of the drainage.
No, but there's nothing the crowd likes more than a good, solid tackle, and that was certainly one of those.
Hernanes. Xherdan Shaqiri. Rodrigo Palacio here. Guarín. Davide Santo gets his foot in there. They've got men in the middle if he can cross it. Nothing wrong with that tackle. In fact, it was a terrific effort, and it's gone out clearly off that player. Meda. Johansson. Here's Brown. And he gets it back again, quickly. Matthews. And that's good support as they build this attack. Great tackling technique to win the ball cleanly. Hernanes. Just a touch, enough to take it over the line. And that's a quick reaction from the thrower. Game on again. Hernanes. Closed him down well, the cross doesn't come in, good defending. Johansson. John Guidetti. Now Brown. In with a chance. Could be danger to Inter from the corner. Van Dijk. Very good challenge. Guarín. Everton. He's got it back again. Got to be. Inter have a corner here. Good piece of tackling there. Ranocchia. Could be dangerous. Hernanes. He's had a go. Well, he's had a go from a fair distance here, and it's a fair distance wide.
Oh, what's he playing at? That's such a poor decision from him.
Guarin. Good movement to get to it. In to get the throw. Hernanes. Santon. It's gone out to the wingman. One back with a meaty tackle. Here's Brown. Throw in now. Armstrong. Here's Brown. It got to be. Well, the lead was there for the taking, but it's just gone wide. Midfield, they've got it back via an interception. Matthews. Armstrong. He's into the challenge. And that will be a throw. Adam Matthews. Johansson. Here's the Governor-General of this team. Passed it, gets it back, passes it again, wants it back. Tries his luck. That's a corner now for Celtic. Alan, your view on the attempt at goal?
No, I'm not quite sure how he managed to miss the target from that close in. Certainly hit it hard enough.
And the corner has been kept out here by the goalkeeper. Here's Brown. That's a very good piece of intercepting there. A bit of a loss of balance there, but he's still upright. Adam Matthews. Well, everyone knows he's the playmaker, so if you're given the ball by him, you've got to give it back to him, and that's what they've done. Patience is the name of the game at the moment. Oh, in goes the cross. Good defensive play here. Tackle here. Johansson. Adam Matthews. Hernanes. Now Brown. Johansson. Xherdan Shaqiri. Rodrigo Palacio here. Guarín. Gary Medel. Medel. And in goes the cross. The defender's done well to deal with that cross. Davide Santon. Well, we've got an injured player now, and the referee has called a halt. Well, there's some etiquette to be observed here at the drop ball after the injured player has gone off. That's going to be a free kick. Everything to play for in the second half. We've reached half-time at 1-1. At half-time, then, the scores are level. Final thoughts from Alan Smith.
Well, it's not been a classic, Martin. I just hope we can see a little bit better in the second half, and I think we will once the managers have had their say.
So we reach half-time. It's nicely balanced with the score 1-1. Let's take a look at the highlights from the first half, and then we'll be back over to your commentary team for the rest of the match.
Second half-time at San Siro tonight. Ambrose probing away, trying to find room for a shot maybe. Gary Medel. Davide Santon. Rodrigo Palacio here. Can he turn away from the challenge here? Well, they're in a good position here. Room for the cross. into the middle. That's the keeper's save, and he's kept the ball. Armstrong. Ranocchia. A super passing, he's hardly wasted a ball. Xherdan Shaqiri. Davide Santo. Hernanes. He wants it back from his teammate, and there it is, it's come back. Xherdan Shaqiri. In to get the throw. Celtic with some substitutes warming up and ready to come on. Hernanes. Maybe the cross. Here's the shot. Great hands. Johansson. Celtic looking really to click into the attacking side of their game now. It's gone out to the wingman. Supported through the centre. Wakaso. Xherdan Shaqiri. Guari. Gary Medel. Hernanes. And what support is there is through the middle. A back heel that's caught the opposition out. And the shot's on. That will mean a corner for Inter. Check on the corner count. The keeper to collect this one. Guari. Keeps it going. It's a chance. Got to be. Oh, so close, hit the post. Now they can launch a counter-attack. Medel. Xherdan Shaqiri. It's Mehmet Yildiraz who's having a good look at it. He's seen something he doesn't really like. Will be a corner for Inter. So we can see again the effort from Rodrigo Palacio. That's a pity. The coaches are, well, they'll be pleased in one way, Alan, because it made the chance, but it was a chance badly wasted.
Yeah, and it's one of those set-piece routines you can only use once because the opposition know all about it now and they needed to score from it.
We might look back at the end of the match at this decision, one way or another. The scores are level, and on he comes to try and tilt the game his team's way. Showing it's a physical game when it's a fair one too, and that's a great challenge.
Not a decisive save.
He's cleaned up here, hasn't he, with that clearance.
It'll be a throw-in for Inter.
Gary Meda. Guari.
Great play from the attacker.
Santon. Icardi! Well, you can't fault them for that lack of effort. It's still level. Here's Brown. Attacking well here. And as the centre came in, the defender was well placed to deal with it. Xherdan Shaqiri. Guari. Rodrigo Palacio here. We might get an update on that injury now from our man Jeff Shreves. Jeff.
The feeling down here is he's twisted his knee. And you can just see him testing it out every now and then. At the moment, though, he's carrying on.
Thanks, Jeff. Spot on. Got to bend his run, I think, because that one was an easy decision for the assistant on the far side. Ambrose. Vizio's done his job here, done a good job. Player's going to come back.
Yeah, and his teammates want him on sooner rather than later. Down to 10 men.
It's an excellent break here because he's got support. Now Brown. Commons. Johansson. Ambrose. Well, everyone knows he's the playmaker, so if you're given the ball by him, you've got to give it back to him, and that's what they've done. Well, the injury wasn't terminal for this match for the player. Delighted to say, and he's back into the action.
And he's got some determination about him. Very rarely misses games if he can help it.
Rodrigo Palacio here. Guari. Xherdan Shaqiri. Keeps it going. Tries his luck. It's a very good game here, a tight one. They're trying to get themselves into a position to take the lead. We'll see with these possession stats, Alan, that yes, the game has been as even as it seemed without the figures to back that up.
Yeah, I mean, I think we thought coming into this match, Martin, that it would be evenly matched. And it's been the case here.
Johansson. Here's Brown. Guari. Rodrigo Palacio here. Guari. Wakaso. Inter are going to make the change now. Wakaso. Brought some width into this attack. He wants it back from his teammate, and there it is, it's come back. Wakaso. Commons. Good link up. In with a chance.
Strong hands from the goalkeeper to keep out a shot of that power.
And it's back for a corner again. Well, it could be that decisions like this will decide the game. We're going to see a tactical substitution here, I'm sure, to try and turn this draw into a win.
He's being challenged now.
Now Brown. Whipped out wide. Good ball to stretch the opposition. That's gone back to him. Wakaso. What a chance here. Got to be. It's a goal and they're in front.
And the way he's guided that to the left-hand side of the goal, it's wonderful technique.
Different angle on it here. So Inter have gone behind. Rodrigo Palacio here. Xherdan Shaqiri. Brilliant opening. Here's the chance. Off target. Well, there's still time to hit back in this game, and they're going to try and do it with a substitute. Hernanes. It's where you want to try and get control in midfield, and they've got the ball. Wakaso. A back heel that's caught the opposition out. He's going to cross it. Got to hand it to the defenders there, because that looked dangerous to them. They did very well. Hernanes. Gary Meda. Well, the clock's showing 9 minutes left to play. Medel. That's good support play from his teammates. Gary Meda. Medel, and in goes the cross. In a goal, Icardi! Oh, goodness me, it's an equaliser. So late in the day.
A goal from Icardi. Well, it is an open goal. but he had to keep his concentration, and he did the simple thing well.
And here's the goal again. It's level again after that goal, but who knows what's going to happen now. Here's Brown. John Guidetti. Wakaso. Could be dangerous. Now Brown. Johansson. He might be through. Goes for goal with a volley. In a game of few chances, that really was an opportunity.
Yeah, and what a glaring opportunity as well. It was a horrendous miss.
Hernanes. Santon. Can they do it late on, Inter?
Well, I think we're going to see some Route 1 stuff here, Martin.
And the Celtic player who committed the offence. Opportunity here, in with a chance. It's a corner, it's very late on, but for Inter, maybe a chance to get the victory that they feel they deserve. Oh, he's climbed well to head the ball away. Medel. Hernanes. Could get his cross in now. Good effort this to keep going. He's clearly hurt. Wakaso. Looking for Palacio. Xherdan Shaqiri. Davide Santo. Keeper to collect this one. Commons. Close range chance. Got to be. Well, it's still level pegging here thanks to the goalkeeper's save.
Wow. The best keepers step forward at the most important times, and this was a vital stage of the match.
John Guidetti. Now Brown. He's got space. Here's the chance. Oh, he's kept it out. It's behind for another corner.
defensive header.
Xherdan Shaqiri. One. "90 minutes up here, final whistle's gone, the scores are still level."